So the value of a variable is 5. Okay, as you can see, I didn't assign a value to this variable when I created this variable. So where this value comes from? This value comes from this line of code here. Okay, here I assigned the value of the z variable to all of my variables, okay, as you can see. So here in this line of code, I specified that A, assignment operator, B, assignment operator, C, and assignment operator, Z, okay? So actually I assigned the value of this variable, which is the Z variable, okay? I assigned the value of this variable, which is 5, okay, to the C variable, and then I assigned the value of this variable to the B variable here, and then I assigned the value of this variable to the A variable, okay, as you can see here. And as you can see in the console, the value of the A variable is 5, the value of the B variable is 5, the value of the C variable is 5, and the value of the Z variable is 5, okay? So you can actually assign values to your variables in this way that I showed you, okay? So as I said before, assigning a value to a variable is an expression, okay? So here in this line of code, for example, we are assigning a value to this variable, okay? So this line of code is an expression, okay, because it produces a value. So the right side of an assignment expression always is calculated before the assignment takes place. So as you can see, when we actually assign a value to this variable, for example, if I want to multiply this number by 4, this operation here is going to be evaluated first, and then the result of this operation will be assigned to the value on the left-hand side of the operator, okay? So if I want to actually again output the value of this variable to the console, so as you can see, the value of the Z variable is 20, okay? The right side of an assignment expression is always, the right side of an assignment expression always is calculated before the assignment takes place, okay? So this operation here is going to be calculated first, and then the value of this operation is going to be assigned to the value on the left hand side of the operator, okay? So this is not an equal operator, okay? This is an assignment operator. This is very important, okay? Using an expression to change a variable's value is a common task in programming, okay? Several operators are used in these cases. So first, let me actually comment out these lines of code here because I don't want to execute them. So now let me show you some examples, okay? For example, I want to create two variables here, okay? So the data type of my variable is int, and the name of my variable is num1, okay? And then I assign a value to my variable, for example, number 10, okay? And then at the end of my statement, I need to put in a semicolon, okay? And here I want to create another variable, int. The name of my variable would be num2, and then I assign a value to my variable, for example, number 8, okay? And then I need to add the semicolon at the end of my variable, okay? So now I want to show you some operators in order to change a variable's value, okay? And in the past, when we wanted to actually add a value to our variable, we would just refer to the name of our variable, and then we put an assignment operator, and then we refer to the name of our variable, and then we, for example, added a value to our variable, okay? So let me actually output the value of this variable to the console. System.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, I just need to refer to the name of my variable here, and at the end of my statement, I need to put in a semicolon, okay? So if I run my project, as you can see, it's gonna output this value to the console, okay? This value is the result of this operation that you can see here, okay? And here we assigned this value to our variable here, okay? Or I can actually add one value to my variable. And then if I run my project, as you can see, it's going to output this value to the console. Okay. So now let me show you another way of actually adding one value to our variable. Okay. Again, I need to refer to the name of my variable num1, and then I put the plus operator and the assignment operator. Okay. And then I just put in the number 1 here. And at the end of my statement, I need to add the semicolon, okay? So if I actually output the value of this variable to the console now, system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, again, I need to refer to the name of my variable, and I need to actually add the semicolon at the end of my statement in order to end this statement here. And if I run my project, as you can see, it's gonna output this value to the console, okay, number 12, okay? So here in this line of code, we added one value to our variable. So for example, if I wanted to add free value to our so if, for example, if I wanted to add free value, so for example, if I wanted to add a free to my variable, let's see what happens. Let's run our project and see what happens. So as you can see, it's gonna add free value to the value of our variable, okay? 11 plus free is 14, okay? For example, if I wanted to actually subtract some values from the value of this num2 variable, I just need to type in here num2, okay, and then I just need to put in minus and assignment operator here, and here I need to actually put in the value that I want to subtract from the value of this variable, okay, for example 5, and then at the end of my statement I need to put in a semicolon, okay? So I just need to type in here system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses I just need to refer to the name of my variable, and at the end of my statement I need to put in a semicolon, okay? So if I run my project, as you can see, it's gonna output this value to the console, okay? So 8 minus 5 is 3, okay, as you can see here. So as you can see here, this statement here is the same as this statement, okay? num1, and then we put the assignment operator, and then we put the name of our variable plus number 1, okay? And again, this statement here is the same as this statement, okay? And this one again is the same as this statement, okay? And this statement is the same as this statement, and this statement is the same as this statement, okay? So this way of actually writing your statements is a little advanced, okay? So you can actually assign values to your variables this way, okay? But I wanted to show you how you can actually assign values to your variables in this way. So maybe in the future, you may see in some other source codes, the programmer may have actually used this way of assigning values to variables in his or her Java programs, okay? This is just another way of assigning values to your variables, okay? So another important point that I want to show you here is that, for example, if I want to declare another variable here, int num3, and then I assign a value to my variable, okay? So here, if I want to add a value to my variable, I just need to type in here num3 plus, and then the assignment operator, and then I just need to put in a value here, for example, number 4, okay? At the end of my statement, I need to put in a semicolon. So if I actually want to output the value of this variable to the console, I just need to type in here system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, I need to refer to the name of my variable, num3, and then at the end of my statement, I need to add the semicolon, okay?